Morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing great. Welcome to another edition of WBE TV. Let's see what we have by way of news today. So today, the 27th of January, 2026, we don't have any major US news, but we do have medium impact news. 10 a.m., CB Consumer Confidence, and also Richmond Manufacturing Index. As always, reduce the time between planting that seed, and harvest. Poverty loves procrastinate. And now a quick look at our levels for the day. Our bull target is 26,052, PDH 25,936, PDO 25,585, PDC 25,848, PDL 25,365. Our bear target is 25,959. Our pivot is 25,997. Now let's take a look at what we have in store in the market. So, as usual, same rules apply. Yellow triangle pointing down, we sell. Blue triangle pointing up, we buy. We size accordingly so that if the trades go against us, we are not heavily impacted. And when they go in our favor, we reap a big harvest. As always, happy hunting. And let's all have a wonderful day today trading.
Just give me my money.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Kool-Aid. How you doing?
Doing quite well, Cole. Consolidation Queen, how are we? Good morning, man.
Listen, another day to be above the dirt, right?
To be above the dirt.
Yep. You got health, you got life, you got a roof over my head, I got food. I'm doing good.
You're right. You're right.
I'm doing good.
You're absolutely right.
Things could be better, but it could be a lot worse.
That is so true.
Be right back, guys.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I got a feeling that this thing's gonna drop from the sky. Not talking about the market.
Huh?
Not talking about this. Let's go. There we go.
You guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Good morning.
Hey, what's the market got? 26,000. Yeah, all right. I think we're coming down to fill the gap at 947. You guys catch the sell from the top somewhere?
I'm in it right now.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I think we should push lower. Where's Asian low? 967. Yeah, looks like that's where we're going next. But a little bit of a demand here. This is a 2-minute fair value gap as well. Bouncing off a 2-minute fair value gap, so price needs to close below. Do this real quick. Yeah, below 980 for continuation to the downside. So we'll have to see what this bounce does. So if I bounce back to 26,000 retest, and if that fails, then you drip down 976 and then Asian low. You get above the pivot point, you could reverse this easily to go back up and retest those 2640s, because there's a fair value gap up there as well, 2626. So it's gonna be an interesting day for sure. This will be an interesting day. Nevertheless, we'll cash in and cash out somehow. Okay. Neither bullish nor bearish today. I'm just gonna play whatever the market presents. Can't have a strong bullish market like this. It's kind of hard to have a bias. Just have to play what you see. If the bulls decide to rock it, rock the bulls. Bears rock it, you rock the bears. All right, well, let's see what the market delivers.
Back.
How was breakfast?
Good. Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what today has, because tomorrow's FOMC. So, but my spider senses are. I kind of feel like we're going to reverse yesterday's bullish run, but that's just my.
We also have major earnings tomorrow.
What earnings?
Microsoft and Meta.
Oh, talk about fireworks then. Let's see what happens today. I don't know if it's going to be already priced in or not.
Who's getting a call?
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think there's a place.
What is that? Somebody went off ban or something. And back up.
Be right back, guys.
All right.
All right, let's see how things looking. Yeah, still no decision really. I don't like that last 2-minute candle. Yeah, looking at the 5-minute too, looks like we're building up some bullish volume. No confirmation yet though.
Never mind.
So we'll see what happens here in a little bit. Still looking for price to break below. Yeah, I guess it's adjusting a little bit. So probably looking for price to get below 990. Get below 990. Probably look for price to get down below 988, and then you can attempt to sell back into the gap and then lower. If we do take out the high at 26,010, then we can look for buys. Yeah, buys back into the gap at 26.25. And as always, if you're trading this manually, right, 20 points protect until you get a nice breakout. Otherwise, you let the system do its thing, execute trades and manage trades for you. But that's what I'm looking at. 26.10, I'll look for buys. 988, I'll look to sell. Just be careful though, because sells 988 puts you right into a demand zone. And so it could keep bouncing off that, especially since we just bounced off the bullish gap right around 981 on the 5-minute. Actually, that was a 5-minute fair value gap that I called it 2-minute earlier. It's a 5-minute. So be careful there. See what a 2-minute looks like. 2 minutes is indecision. Really, market's not picking a direction yet. So let's see what happens at the open. Anybody in a position right now?
Yeah, I'm throwing sales.
Okay. Depending on where you got in, I mean, sales kind of give about 120, 130-ish. We're just gonna wait and see if we can get more out of it. Maybe like 270, 280 ticks, maybe 300 before we get a nice bounce. That'll be ideal. So probably a drop down to 940 wouldn't be too bad. Yep.
Excuse me 1 second.
All right, it's a nice drop down to 988. Let's see if price gets below that level. We can take an entry here. And just size appropriately because I'm still bullish overall. So just size appropriately. Don't over leverage. Looking for 974, low 974. I'll be looking for 960s, and then 960s. I'll be looking for 947.
And minutes to market open.
It's gonna be Bulls or Bears. It's been a nice push, beautiful push there. It's been continue back down into that gap 980. Looking good so far. Looking good. Okay, keep pushing. This pullbacks are brutal. So again, rejecting rate of demand. Most made it down to the 80s, 85. Just rejecting off that. So it's just, if you're in it, just trade carefully. Stops right above 2610. Keep my stop tight. About 20 points. Stop. Maybe with major earnings tomorrow, probably get a pullback today, then set up for a push up tomorrow, big move tomorrow. Depending on how they do though, because Netflix didn't set a good precedence. Right?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how Meta and Apple come in, because Netflix did not set a good precedence. Netflix earnings will work. See if they deliver.
Big drop or big surge coming.
So just going by the 5 minute, right? This could easily pump, but it does need to get above. Again, I'm still watching the same level, 2610. That's gonna be my buy area. Sell level is still the same, 988 or 888 actually. Looking for sellers to step in here if it's gonna go bullish, and they would have to push it below 980. It's gonna go bearish rather. They need to take it below 980. That's looking good. See if they can work this lower. Yeah, break this demand level. Beautiful. So we can get some volume here. There's barely any volume. Pushing on slow and steady. Alright, do they break through this or do they bounce off this? Down 84. There we go. let's see if we can get down to 970. Okay, it's about 8 points on the move. Not a lot, but a little bit of something. So still bouncing off the same gap. Bouncing off the same area as a weekend bounce too.
Two-minute W pattern.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go.
That's a wild pullback of that level. But it's the same area, right? Bouncing off just off the same level. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep eyes on 2610. 2610, 988. Those are the two levels that I'm watching. Also be looking like they want to flip bullish. There is a gap at 2680. So that's a target to look for if we break above if we break above 2610 and take out 2645, that's a level to look for. But with this setup right now, I'm still leaning bearish below 980. I want that to go.
Ten seconds.
Wild indecision. So
Yep, Kool-Aid.
okay, there we go. Beautiful break. Nice. So we get some follow through here. 970 is smashed. There we go. That was nice. That was beautiful. 970 smashed. Let's see if this thing continues to the 940s. Beautiful. 960 is done. We took that trade. Beautiful trade there. Beautiful trade. Can't say anything else. Came down 960s. So 960 is done, and we are off to 940s. See if we get those 940s. 960s done. Next level, I'll say about 950 would be the next. Yeah, don't chase. Nasty pullback there, coming off the 960s. So don't chase this. Wait for it to settle a bit and look for another entry because they could blow this thing all the way back up. So let's see what happens here at the retest. So that was a beautiful break, retesting 988. So if we reject 988, take out 970, then we go lower again. 2610, bullish. Another indecision here. Okay, rejecting 26.5. Yeah, no rush. So first trade was a nice banger. Almost 140 ticks on that one. So we're waiting for another setup. What is it going to be? Bulls or bears? It'll also be one of those days because you got Form C tomorrow, right? So today could be one of those days where the market just ranges. You got Form C, you got big news, big earnings. Just be one of those days where we just range. That is a wicked rejection. Just Louise. All right, let's see if they want to pump above 10. 10's line in the sun for me for bulls. They get above that, I'm going bullish. I need to see a candle close above 10. I will not participate in this whiplash unless we get confirmation. Let's see the rejection coming in right under 10. Right? So, and that's where we look for confirmation. We don't rush. And there goes the pullback. Not the ideal open, so be careful. Don't chase into the lows, don't chase into the highs. Make sure you do optimal entries. Let's see if they want to get this thing down below 980 again. They get below 980 and try to push it lower. There we go. There we go. You all have the entry level, right? Entry level is 988. So don't miss that trade. The bears. I sell, you're selling 988. Like I said, easy to scalp it, right? 10 points, 20 points, 20 points. Scalp, scalp, scalp until the market gives. Eventually, she's going to give. Not like this. They can go lower. Better yet, you can always wait till 9:45, let the market settle, show you its hand and take advantage of that. Alright, getting bears pushing here. See if they can go sweep that wick at the bottom. So coming down to 954. I'm still looking for those 940s, 940, 941-ish area. Still looking for that trade. Not confirmation, but conclusion, right? So we get down there, 940s, right? That's end of that sell trade. Unless we just sweep right through and push on lower. Again, be careful here because we're in a fair value gap, right? But I'd love to see price just break through, sweep below that wick, and come down to the 940s. But looking good here, 950s. 950 is done. So if you took that 988, you are looking nice and dandy into the 940s. Right, so let's see. Doing pretty good there. Everybody doing okay? 940s incoming. Be careful here. Yep. So could catch a bounce here. Could catch a bounce here, but I'd love to see us sweep through. And there we go again. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. That's a beautiful trade. All right. Probably the only trade I'm going to call today. After this, I think I'm done. I don't think I need to participate in this market. We'll go down to 930s next. And then market could bounce right around 930. That's going to be another fair value gap on the 5-minute. That's going to get 920. So 10 more points to the downside. 10 more points to the downside. 928. Come on. Literally 1 point away from 920. That was close. Did we sweep it? Yeah, swept 929, and it's trying to bounce back up, but I think 928 incoming. All right, let's see if this candle does it. 928 done. All right, cool. Let's see. Do I want anything else out of this market? Probably not. The rest of the really tiny demand levels, so we could just break through these 920s and go down to 910. I expect to see a little bit of support at 910, so the market could bounce right around 915, 917. So just be careful. Get a sweep below 910, and you can get a bounce off that level. But so far, so good. Again, this is where patience really pays, right? So you didn't jump the gun around the 960s to chest the 910 because there was no candle close, right? Looking at the whole structure looked bearish, right? Price never put a higher high. It kept attempting to put lower lows, but then we're just hung and stuck for a bit there. And the best trade to take was really the bearish move, but with confirmation around 988, right? Notice I didn't catch the top, 2610, whatever, right? Waited for a nice breakout, 988, took that trade twice and made a killing off it. And that's how you do it. That is how you do it. So like I said, I'm expecting a bounce here. So if price does bounce off these 915s, don't get trapped, okay? Don't find yourself trapped. Because we could easily bounce off these 915s because we just filled the gap, came down 382% of, I think tonight's candle. Yep, 382 of tonight's candle is where we're at right now. And that's a key level, right? So we break through that level, we come down to Tokyo Open, 898. And of course, if you look at the 1 hour, we've broken through 974, all levels I called out earlier. We came down to 940s. We've taken that gap at 940. Question is, where's the market going? There's another gap right around 909, 910. So we could go down into that gap, or we could even flash through that and continue lower back into 819, 820. Below 819, 820, we get down to 760s. So interesting. But most of you, if not all of you, should be done for the day. Okay?
Absolutely.
Should really be done today. All right. If you're using G Auto, you should, G Terminator, G Pro, you should be kind of done. If you're using TFP is also, I think TFP is up as well. Let's see how many ticks is this thing up. Not a whole lot. Time frame. Let's look at the right time. Let me see. So TFP should be done. Over 2090 ticks from that one. Coming off TFP. And actually, should probably get you in a sell way out. Yeah, she got in a sell right around 998. So I said, right, 915, I said we're gonna pull back, and that's what's happening, right? Market's pulling back here. Question is, do they get back above Asian low, 967? Right. So if I was looking to participate in this market again, I'd look for price to pull back up into 970s, right? 970s is hold, create a nice resistance there. Then I could look to sell for, take this thing back down into Tokyo low about 895, 890s. Now, on the flip side, if they come back down below 940 and I get confirmation at 940, I could look to trade 940 back down into 915, and then 915 back down into 895, and then below that 872, 873. So let's see what the market wants to do here. Maybe I'll call one more trade. We'll see. But if you took 915s for the buy, you're up plenty. Okay? You're up plenty. I didn't participate in that. It was a nice rejection though, coming off that 915 level. Just beautiful. All right, let's see. What do we see? What do we see? That's one hell of a bounce though. Jeez Louise. That is one equal bounce. All right, back above 970s. Let's see if they want to go take out those 910s this go around. But again, they're coming into supply here, 88, 70s. For me, kind of looking to participate with the bears here after this retest. Depending on how price closes, I'd love to see it get back down below 962, close below 962. Then I would entertain a sell idea. So beautiful rejection. And we get below 962. Problem with that though is you got a 2-minute fair value gap around 954. This big ass move to the upside. So 62 is definitely enticing. If you get a candle close below 62, it's enticing. But just watch the fair value gap. 945. Right? You could sell into that gap, or you just blow right through it and keep rolling lower. So strong push, filling that gap and pushing really strong. So let's see what they want to do here. If they want to blow through it, take this thing back down. Do they have what it takes? These bears are looking strong.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them push through with some strength. All right, those are 980s. Let's see if we'll take those 980s and push. We are letting G Pro run all day, so we'll see what results G Pro delivers today. I'm just gonna run all day in the live market, and we'll see what happens when it's all done.
Option.
All right, so again, like I said, if you took the 980s, right, what I say, get above 980, participate in the buys, right? The 980s got up, what's that? About 100 ticks right now. So 40 points, 45 points, back into those 920s, 940s.
Just tag Tokyo High. So careful.
All right, bulls are looking strong here, so let's see those 940s come in. And expect some resistance here at 940s, but pushing really strong. So you should be up about 220 ticks, 20 ticks, 50 points on the move. If we break through that, we are definitely destined for the 950s. If we can take 950s, you can look for price to go to the 80s, 2680. So that was a strong reversal. I'm not mad that I didn't catch it at the bottom. So there's a little bit of pullback into the 2-minute gap. down 942, right? And then the market reversed. So 960s didn't really give enough confirmation for us to participate. We just bounced off that gap. 940 smashed, and price is just moving, right? So we moved right back up. Like I said, invest the move, right? 988, we just invest the position and we go for buys. And those buys are now up about 60 points on the move. Okay, 300 ticks and broken, right? Better to get confirmation and join a trend that is confirmed than to just try and force plays everywhere, right? 910 earlier, price tested it, we didn't get in, there was no confirmation, right? Price sold off, we took the sell, beautiful move there, made money. Price reverses off the 2-minute gap, and we do what? Catch a trade to the upside, and we are up to the 950s now. Volume is looking really good for the bulls, so we could push through this and continue pumping. I don't see anything stopping this thing now from testing those 80s. So reaction at 950, there's a rejection here. Do we pull back into 2620 and then pump, or do we just pump and go for those 80s? Target will be around 2688. Be the target there.
I bet this is gonna pull back, either back into the gap or to retest Asia high.
Retest Asian high, yeah. I mean, Asian high is right there, 40s. So that wouldn't be a bad pullback. Or if you beautiful pullback would be 25. 25 would be a nice pullback. That'd give you a nice entry, nice re-entry on the move. But it's been stubborn, right? Been very, very bullish and very stubborn. So it wouldn't surprise me if the market just chooses to just keep going. If you're using TFP, right? TFP got you in a nice trade, coming off of 994, and that trade is up over 250 ticks.
Let's see. Or here's one more scenario. It just drops hard rejection and just sweeps high, sweeps the low, and then just drops for the rest of the day. Only because of tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. But I think she's going to continue bullish. I can see her pull back and continue.
I don't know. I don't see a massive pullback after that rejection and then a move to the upside. Because if you look at the 1 hour, 1 hour was a perfect gap fill, right? Filled the entire gap, rejected, and started rocking it back up.
Oh, right? I see. Yeah.
So I don't see a rejection at the 950s unless Trump jumps on right now. I say something stupid. I just see continuation. We blow through these 950s and go up to 985, 98, 988. That's what I see. Chances of us, we've rejected here quite a few times at these 2650s, so it wouldn't surprise me, but I kind of see us taking it over. See the bulls coming in. We've been here before and we rejected hard. It's a hard rejection, but this move right here it's got a lot of volume behind it.
Yes, it does.
So I would keep an eye on 26 or 62, 65-ish. You blow through that, it's just gonna go up. It's gonna push on up. Now, the bear move up here would be really interesting if price got back below, say 26.35. So you have to get below Asian low and close below 26.35 for me to be interested in bears. Otherwise, I'm bullish. I'm bullish to 88.
Bears are struggling to hold the line, but the bulls are pushing. The bulls are just pushing.
Yeah.
Again, just patience, right? Just patient. Wait for the setup and participate. Yeah, this is looking wild, man. Could even see 26,300, 26,400 by tomorrow. Depending on how those earnings come through. We fill the 4-hour gap. So really the only thing left is that daily gap. We rejected 62, right? And that's why I'm saying, get above 64 for that confirmation. Otherwise, we're pulling back. And there goes that pullback to Asian high. Can we reject Asian high and pump? I really think you're gonna love this new version of G Pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Ready for it.
Again, the key feature being dynamic risk allocation, right? So that's really the key win with this version. And that's where I'm about 90% confident you could run it all day and still do good even when times are bad or markets are bad or choppy. We've taken our time this time to make sure it's fully baked. All right, let's see. Market's struggling to get above 964. So pull back into Asian low, rejection, Asian high rather, rejection. Do they get the momentum of the volume to push through these 64s and go up to at least 2680? 88 being the high that we'll be looking at. So far so good though. But again, struggling right around these 950s. I don't even see a reason to participate in bearish move right now. As much as it looks cute and promising, I don't see a reason to get involved. I just don't see it. I see bulls all over the place.